Welcome back to Theme Park HD, where we bring you the latest and greatest at the theme parks, special events, experiences, and even some sports. We continue our coverage here with the Universal Kids Resort here in Frisco, Texas, slated to open in May 2026. Join us as we take flight over the project site as we check out the new updates since our last visit. Let's go! Today we take off from the north side of the property off the recently opened Fields Parkway. But first, I want to welcome both our seasoned theme park followers as well as many of our new and more youthful base of growing fans. Looking out across the horizon, in comparison to the concept rendering you just saw, you can see that the perimeter structures are around the 70% mark of being formed, with the major work occurring now within the buildings. Looking into the interior of the park, this is where you can find many of the large construction crews working to get projects off the ground. As we make our way to the front of the hotel, we pass over the Trolls stage just below, as well as a crane. Watch out, a crane! As we focus our attention on the beacon of the park, the largest structure vertically, and the landmark from the Dallas North Tollway, we can see where the majority of the 4th floor window and wall pre-builds have been installed, with the 5th and final floor, 5 floors max, showing progress especially on the west or left wing. As we head into the park entrance center north, we flow right into the Minions Land, featuring the Minions waterway as formed out, that will feature a roaring rapid-like experience, a relaxation station, amongst other attractions. Here, wet is the name of the game. And if you missed it, we took a ride down the river last visit, and you can see this experience in the link below. Check that out. As we head due west into Trolls Land, there's a new concrete walkway that continues to grow with each visit. Through this land, as well as the rest, follow the red paint lines that show where the new project work will be completed. Here we see a sidewalk leading into the Trolls roller coaster going from left to right on your screen. And just a side note, check out the rides and attractions hidden treasure that we found later on in this video. There you can learn some of the models, the features, and even some of the details on what's going to be taking place with some of those attraction features. That is one massive tarp. Hard to say if it's the landscaping cover fabric or if there's something secretive underneath. Rumor has it it's a monster that escaped from the Universal Dark Monster experience in Orlando and has come out here to set up his domain. I kid. But I am curious on what's going on there. Progress remains steady at the Trolls show stage, with hand and perimeter railing installed throughout, as well as lighting pillars set in place. While we are super excited here about the Minions Waterway, amongst other attractions, we are really looking forward to the Shrek Swamp Kart Speedway scene here, making its way from the game console to a park experience. Notice how the road from the concept is taking shape here in reality, along with the start-finish line queue. Here on the screen, take notice of the clamshell building. This looks to be an entertainment stage, and directly to the right is a flying swing attraction, which we will discuss shortly under the unveiled ride details. Setting up shop in the northeast corner of the park, we look back towards the southwest, including the Jurassic World area seen here below. What's that circle concrete structure, you ask? From the rendering, it looks to be a gazebo-esque covered area with some sort of feature within that's unknown at this time. In Jurassic World, visitors have an opportunity to ride a steel coaster. Now let's set some realistic expectations. If it follows suit of the Trolls Sierra manufactured coaster, this will likely be a similar concept with a max speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour and no taller than to the 24 feet or 2 stories, which is confirmed with the Trolls coaster. Here on the screen, you can see the ride house building as well as the pillar footings taking shape. Hovering dead smack, well almost, in the center of the park, we pan around to get a center point peripheral of all that's going on. Here you can see how vital the Minions and the SpongeBob water attractions are to this theme park. Into the hotel from the interior, you can see the floor's progress that was discussed earlier, and here we see the continued concrete work on Gabby's dollhouse, which will feature an immersive shopping experience, perhaps think Build-A-Bear. You've heard of Storage Wars, how about storage lots and the unveiled hidden treasures we found lying around for the taking, as in ride carts, coaster track, and attraction components. Let's explore! First up is the Jurassic World Jumping Tower, manufactured by Zammerla, which will be a common ride outfitter in this park, like many around the world in the US, which you'll see in the likes of Universal to SeaWorld and more. Need a view of Trolls Land, outside of our drone of course, and consider a view from the balloon gondola, a Zamperler with a P LOL, Samba Tower 8 product. Staying in Trolls Land, we jump on the Sierra Force 190, which takes us from 0 to 90 miles per hour in 2 seconds flat with a vertical incline of 240 feet! Oh wait, that's just the local naysayers gaslighting those details. In reality, this ride will only reach a max height around 2 stories, with a top speed around 25 miles per hour. As we float east down the river, we take a whirl on SpongeBob's Water Mania, another Zamperla ride, allowing for 12 ride carts holding a max of 24 adults, which of course you can fit more children than that, per ride session. Staying with SpongeBob and friends, patrons can dry off on the Zamperla Aero Top Jet 12, a ride that allows for varying heights during the session with a max height of 24 feet. Heading to the dead north of the park, we'll find the Puss in Boots Flying Swings or Carousel attraction, manufactured by Zamperla. Ride features are unknown until the product model is firmed up. Spending time on the north perimeter of the park, we find ourselves on the lonely road heading west towards the Dallas North Tollway, the Fields Parkway, which will be a major artery for both the park and the billion-dollar mixed-use development surrounding Universal Kids. Again, billion with a B. I guess we were amped up from the excitement of the Shrek Swamp Speedway, as the 2 cyclists below in the far right lane thought they could beat us. Well, they should have thought twice! Looking left of the arrow here, while this is a zone currently leveraged for construction and staff temporary offices, this is one of the expansion areas notated within the master plans for further usage. Since we were up in the air, we went ahead and checked out the Fields East Village Master Plan Community, which is a part of the overall billion-dollar Fields development that we just discussed. On the concept image here, look at where Universal Kids Resort fits into the overall footprint. As we end our flight today, we thank you for tuning in as we continue to bring you the latest updates here from the Frisco Universal Kids Resorts. Make sure to like and subscribe as the latest and greatest updates at the parks, special events, experiences, and even some sports roll through. Let's go!